In this episode, we go to the second annual Shop with the Sheriff event where Sheriff Bunny Welsh and her passel of deputies embark upon Walmart.
I love saying passel, don't you?
I know, passel of deputies. Who uses the word passel? When's the last time anyone out there has used the word passel? Passel of anything. But anyway, Sheriff Bunny Welsh and her passel of deputies embark upon Walmart in Kennett Square, PA. Jill and I love to be out on the town. You know, we like to bring the community to life. Anyone that's thinking about relocating to the area, this is why we do it. We love what we do. We think it shows. So in this episode, we got second annual Shop with the Sheriff event. And Jill, we tried to do the Christmas candlelight tour.
Yes, we made a valiant attempt. We do the tour every year. Unfortunately, this year, the 30th episode of their tour, a little bit of transportation and technical difficulties on the part of the tour.
Sometimes that can be a good thing, because in this episode, we wound up at the Sanderson Museum. This guy was off the charts. Some people called him a hoarder. I called him a genius. I mean, when you see some of the things
his collection is incredible.
His collection's insane, and it's in this little tiny house in Chadford, PA. So stay tuned. We're going to check out the Sanderson Museum as well.
Wow,
Valentina, what did she get?
She want to dress up, she said.
She wants to dress up. This is beautiful. Oh, let me see. Oh, that is so beautiful. Are these for her?
She picked it up herself.
She picked it out herself?
She said, I like to dress up.
She likes to dress up. Well, they are beautiful. I'm excited.
And how old are you, Valentina? 5. Wow.
This is her first year of shopping. This is her kindergarten.
Fantastic. And was this a fun experience? Did you have fun with the deputy?
Lieutenant.
Yes.
You finished now? Okay. Dylan.
Vamos. Nos vamos.
Fantastic program. It looks like you have so many more children this year.
We
than
do.
Last.
This year we have 112 children, which has been really great. And they are so enthusiastic. The ones who did it last year have been talking about it for a month. They're so excited to come back this year.
Well, I have to tell you, Sheriff, fantastic story last night in Kohl's shopping. I turn around in line behind me, and a little girl is wearing last year's Shop with the Sheriff shirt. Oh. She's so excited to be coming this year. She still says she loves the pajamas she got her mom last year. So hopefully I'll run into her today.
Well, this year we have new kindergarten kids, and of course the second graders are gone, but we increased the number of kids, and it has been fabulous. I mean, these kids they're just the excitement coming out here in the buses with the lights and sirens and everything. It's like Disney for a day.
And it gives them a different perspective of law enforcement as well, I'm sure.
They really bond with a lot of these deputies when they shop, and they really enjoy the day, and there they are with uniformed officers.
Fantastic.
Enjoying and appreciating what law enforcement does with them, and really there's a lot of friendships formed.
And then they have an afternoon of activities, wrapping the gifts, lunch, and other volunteers.
And a visit from Santa.
Big one.
So it's been great. We're so excited, and thank you for being here again this year.
Thank you. It's a wonderful program.
Second annual Shop with the Sheriff.
Second annual. Thank you.
And as we said in the last episode, sometimes I'm in front of the camera, sometimes you'll be in front of the camera.
There we go.
Go Jill.
Either way. Go Jill.
You remember.
Sheriff Bunny Welsh, thank you for your service, all the great things you do for the community.
Thank you.
Harry McKinney, again, special shout out to you. Thank you both very, very much. So on to the next thing, Sanderson Museum. Let's take a quick look inside the Sanderson Museum. Again, we'll do more about this museum. It's a really, really neat place. So let's get inside and check that out.
All right. Welcome to the Christian Sanderson Museum in Chadford, Pennsylvania. We start with the battlefield room. It's called the battlefield room because it does contain Revolutionary War artifacts, but it also contains pretty much every war that the U.S. was involved in this room, except for obviously the recent wars of the 21st century. World War I, World War II, the Civil War. Coming over here because this is
There's
really
some interesting
fascinating.
Civil War
The only civilian ever killed in the Battle of Gettysburg was Jenny Wade, and we stayed at her bed and breakfast in Gettysburg. It's
we were stayed at the
Farnsworth bed and breakfast, which is where she was standing.
No, she was actually. That's where the Confederates were up in the
Right,
attic,
right.
sharpshooting
Right.
at Cemetery Ridge. They were trying to hit Union officers.
Right.
But instead of hitting Union officers, they didn't do this on purpose. One of the bullets went through this kitchen where Jenny Wade was, right, and shot her by mistake. She's the only civilian to die in the Battle of Gettysburg.
This one right here?
There's her purse.
That's
that
her
was in her
purse.
pocket.
That was her
That's her
sister,
sister.
who gave the purse to Chris.
But she was a young girl when it
19,
happened?
I think, 18 or 19 years old, baking bread.
Yep.
Only civilian.
Killed in the Battle
Right.
of Gettysburg.
And interesting, we stayed in this Farnsworth, and the whole side of the building has got 1,000 bullet holes in it, because when the Union realized what was going on, that the Confederates were sharpshooting at them from this building, they just turned on them. The whole side of the building, and all of these years they've just left all the holes in the side of the
That's in
building.
Farnsworth?
That's the Farnsworth.
Well, there you have it, the Sanderson Museum. I mean, this is a gem of a place, in the heart of Chester County. Jill, a lot of fun.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Anybody going into this man's home when he initially was collecting all of these things would have thought he was a hoarder. And what they turned this into, the artifacts that they were able to save, the memorabilia, enough probably to fill 2 museums. But
I think it was most unique that this guy wasn't a celebrity, he wasn't a star, he wasn't a politician, he wasn't anybody, but he was able to get all of these. How did you get the JFK presidential card? You saw a special on that on Bravo or one of the channels.
it was on the History Channel, and they actually have
He
a
has
copy
one
of
in
it.
the museum. There's only, 75 that went out?
Yes. And
After he got shot, there were 75 of these Christmas cards that went out. He has one there.
And that was the year that Kennedy was shot in '63. That's why all the cards didn't go out.
So again, if you're in Chester County, you have to check out the Sanderson Museum. It's a great place. That is it, Jill. Christmas episode number 2 for The Wire. And that's it. Until next year, I'm Doug.
And I'm Jill.
Merry Christmas.
Say that. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
No, because I